Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 76th episode of the Game Pack Podcast. And guess what? Today, we're doing it live. So we can't cut out.
Screw up this week.
Can't screw up this week. Yeah. So last week, we didn't have a podcast because my file got corrupted, I guess. It didn't finish recording for some reason. I don't know. So that's why we didn't have a podcast last week. It was 100% my fault. And I would like to formally apologize in front of the whole audience and the rest of the Game Pack. Anyways, so my name is Phil, and co-hosting with me, as always, are Camilo and John. This week, we're going to be talking about a story that we talked about a couple weeks ago about how Sony was going to be shutting down the PS3 and the Vita stores. This is no longer the case. There was a lot of backlash, and they are now rescinding their decision. We're going to get into that a little bit. I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. John, you want to say hi to people?
What's up, Diego, Dylan, Just Leo, who says I'm king, which is true. Elite and SB. Sean, what's up?
Here, Sean. Nice. How's it going,
guys?
Feels
like old Switch spot going on right now.
Well, one could say that, spiritually, the Game Pack is a Switch spot. SWB Pixel is here. What's up? I am here by force of John.
Hey, Pixel.
Yeah.
Pixel.
It's good to know where Camilo and I stand. And then also, guys, after we talk about the Sony thing for a little bit, we're going to get into like our like kind of like monthly, bi-monthly check-in where we sort of just talk about what we're doing as content creators and what kind of games we'll be playing offline, online. If we have a collection hobby that is maybe a detriment to our bank account, we're just going to talk about that kind of stuff.
Is that just me or that's not just me, right?
I don't know. Maybe I have a new hobby. We'll talk about it during that section. What's up, Braden? Welcome. And then lastly, in that kind of section, we're going to also open up the floor to you guys. And if you have seen some gaming news or if you have any questions about the Game Pack or anything like that, we'll kind of open up the floor and we'll just kind of have a little free-form podcast at the end there just to check in with you guys and hang out with you. Because we only get to hang out with you guys every once in a while, and sometimes we're playing Super Mario 3D World, and we're very serious about getting all those stars and stamps. So sometimes we miss chat messages. All right, so let's get into the podcast, shall we? So our first and only story, really, is Sony rescinds the decision to close the PS3 and Vita stores. Jim Ryan recently made a statement about the closure of the PlayStation's legacy digital storefronts. However, we notified... Oh, this is the statement. Recently, we notified the players that the PlayStation Store for PS3 and PS Vita devices was planned to end this summer. Upon further reflection, however, further reflection is the fans going ape shiz on him and saying this is really dumb. It's clear that we made the wrong decision here. So today, I'm happy to say that we'll be keeping the PlayStation Store operational for the PS3 and PS Vita devices. PSP commerce functionality will retire on July 2nd, 2021 as planned. I feel like that makes sense. I don't know.
It's really just you can't do like in-game purchases anymore. Like that store, like the actual storefront was closed like in 2016.
Okay.
But you were still allowed to like if you could like buy DLC like from within the game, like you could still do that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But if you want on the Vita store, you can still buy PSP games. You can still buy the PS1 Classic games, like all the stuff that you could do that was cool on a PSP. You can still do on a Vita for the immediate future. I don't know.
So you can't buy games on the PlayStation 3 store? Is that what you're saying?
On the 3 store? No, you can.
Yeah. Oh,
he's saying on the PSP.
On the PSP.
So like
okay,
the actual like browsable store in the PSP closed like years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But you could like around like you could do like this workaround to get like DLC and stuff. But that's just going away now, and it's not really that useful anymore because we have the Vita now. So
It's true.
The three people that own them.
Raise your hand if you have a Vita.
Who in the chat has a Vita?
Yeah, who in the chat's got a Vita? Just Leo said he subbed. Sweet. We have alert boxes, but apparently it's broken. Thanks for the sub, Just Leo. Omni King Braden says, "How are you guys?" I'm good.
I'm good too.
I'm good as well.
I'll talk more about why I'm good in the next section, I suppose. But in summary, I am good.
Yeah. Anyway, going back to the story, I was like, oh my god, they like changed their mind. I was kind of like, it was surprising to me. I thought.
I gotta do a quick fix. You guys gotta host the podcast for a sec.
Yeah, I'm surprised. There must have been a lot of backlash, a lot more than I was expecting. Seems odd. I didn't realize that many people still buy games on the PlayStation 3 store.
I think it's more that like, I mean, there are just certain games that like maybe you haven't bought yet, like you just haven't got around to, and there are just so many exclusives to that store that like once the store goes away, like you can't really
You'll
get
be able
them
to
for
get them again.
Yeah. Yes, PlayStation 3 is weird, right? A lot of those games are just kind of stuck there.
Yeah.
Because they don't have.
Yeah, like they
PS4 didn't have backwards compatibility.
Nope. And also like there was a big outcry because like there was no warning, and like I think Sony was still selling dev kits like the same month that they announced they're closing the store in a few months for the Vita.
And people were still buying dev kits for the
Yeah.
I feel like that energy is much better spent by buying a Switch dev kit because
I feel like that might have been a waste of money. But I guess if you're the only company releasing product on that system, there might be a small audience that you could tap into.
Maybe. Or you could tap into a larger audience by just developing for the Switch.
I mean,
it's
people
the
like
same
indie
hardware.
developers are like keeping the Vita alive. Like there's still games coming out for it.
And if you look at the the Switch eShop, there's like 20 games released every day. Like it's seemingly just an endless drop of all these shovelware games. So maybe your game just gets buried.
True. Yeah, and that's not really happening over there. Sean says, "Do people really buy games on them?" I would think that's why they would close. I think it's more of a like not ever like, oh, I heard this game was cool because my friend told me like 2 years from now, but I can't get it because I don't have access to the shop. Kind of a thing.
I just bought a Vita last summer,
right?
I think.
Yeah,
it was last summer.
Yeah, I bought mine last summer too.
So I'm still I own a bunch of games on there because I owned one before, but every now and then I go on there because I know people love Persona 4 Golden, and maybe one day I'll actually check it out.
Yeah, I mean, for the longest time, Persona 4 Golden was locked on the Vita, and then I think, gosh, maybe 6 months or a year ago, it came to Steam.
Yeah, it was like last summer. It was like almost a year ago.
It was when you bought your Vita, John.
They're like, oh, he got a Vita now. We got to put it on Steam.
Yep. But that, I think, is probably the best Vita game, in my opinion. It's a very solid game. But I always get freaked out when I'm playing those Persona games. I'm like, what do I do with my time? And then I get overwhelmed, and I don't want to waste my time. Then I end up just like saving and not playing.
I've been using mine to play some like PSP games. Like I've been playing Daxter. I just got Patapon, and that's pretty cool.
Is Patapon a cute 'em up? What is Patapon?
It's like a rhythm. It's like a rhythm game.
Oh,
like
you
control like this like army of these little guys, and like there's different like button inputs for like marching forward and like doing attacks and stuff.
Word. Yeah, I don't know. I just have so many storefronts that I interact with. It's like, okay, I want to buy, for example, Mortal Kombat 11. What am I going to buy it on? I've got a PS5. I've got a Series X. I've got Steam.
I wish they had cross buy,
Mm-hmm.
or like maybe you get it if you own it on, Steam or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You get a discount for it on a console.
Yeah. Or cross progression would be nice for most games, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's just so many places to buy games, but so I'm not really looking to like beef up my backlog even more than it already is. But yeah, I think the main issue I have with it, which I already said, is that if like somebody brings up a game to me and I'm like, oh cool, like let me go get that, and it's just like not available, like that just sucks. Because they gotta take care of their legacy content. So are you guys surprised that they went back on their initial plan?
I'm surprised it was so quick because they announced the stores were closed. Like, well, there was that rumor that they were closing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they announced that they were closing, and I feel like that was only a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was like the end of March.
So I think it was quick.
I'm surprised that they went back on it. Because Sony, I feel like of all, like if you're talking big three, like Sony has been kind of just like doing the Sony thing. Like they don't like Microsoft is really more about all about the fans. I don't know. Nintendo's pretty buttoned up, but
Oh yeah, Pixel just mentioned the Xbox Live price hike that happened a couple months ago, or that they announced.
That's another thing that
yeah,
they backed up.
Mm-hmm. I got whiplash following that story. That was crazy.
So I mean, at least crying on the internet works sometimes, right?
Right. Unless you want Pokemon games to change. Shots fired. Are we missing anything in the chat? I just want to make sure we're.
Was Vita the same gen as the Wii?
No,
it was like the same as like the 3DS, and
yeah,
I mean it got like cut pretty soon, but I guess the same as like PS4, Xbox One.
PSP was DS, so then it would be Vita would be 3DS, Wii U.
Yeah,
but it also kind of had a short lifespan.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Oh, you said cut short.
Yeah, I mean it was I guess it's like the 8th generation handheld, but it didn't. What was it, like 20? I feel like after like 2014 they kind of stopped caring
about what gens are.
No, about like the Vita.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, definitely Nintendo doesn't give a crap about what gens are.
They just release it whenever they want.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna bring up the Switch Pro.
Do we think? I guess this goes into did we cause this to happen?
Yeah.
The surge of people going onto the stores and buying all these games, knowing that it would close. Do you think that maybe be like, oh, we can get some?
Oh,
like,
is that a bigger?
Quick buck.
They don't care about a bunch of nerds crying on the internet. What they care about is like, holy crap, this actually still makes money for us. We need to leave this open for a little bit longer. Or, counterpoint, do you think they said they were going to close it with no intention of closing it?
I heard that as a conspiracy.
That's my. Well, I'm down for conspiracy theories.
Just so they could sell a couple hundred more copies of Lair.
Yeah.
Well, if it wasn't selling that well enough to keep the store open, and then they pulled the stunt to keep it open longer, like I don't know.
What do you think about Coda?
It did seem pretty quick though. It's only a few weeks.
I don't know. I believe the conspiracy.
It seems like something Sony would do.
Bait and switch? Do they have a history of bait and switch?
I don't know. I mean, they're not only releasing games for 6 months and then stopped and selling them, like some other company we know.
Only releasing. Explain yourself.
Nintendo released the game for 6 months, and then they stopped selling it. Yeah, Sean got it. Mario 3D All Stars.
Oh. You know, PlayStation sold a game for 3 weeks and then stopped selling it.
What game is that?
Cyberpunk. That's still not on the PlayStation Store. People keep using that as an argument for that it's not released yet. They're like, until that game goes back on the PlayStation Store, it's not released. It's still in like alpha.
Oof.
So I have a PlayStation that might be worth a lot of money because I have Cyberpunk on my PlayStation.
Dude, nobody wants your unplayable version of
Yeah.
Cyberpunk. Classic Phil. Classic.
Okay, how much time do you think we bought ourselves with these stores being open? Because they're probably eventually going to close.
A year.
No way. It's going to be longer than a year.
I'm going to say like 2, maybe 3.
I'm betting low.
A year. I feel like you keep it open. You know, it was supposed to close in July.
Mhm.
Then they close it next July. People be like, well, what the heck? That's stupid. You should just close it in the first place.
Maybe.
I hope that, I mean, I also was shocked to read the note from Jim Ryan, because Jim Ryan is notorious for like not understanding why we want to play old games.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, like, I hope that like something good will come out of this. Like they'll, I don't know, put like PS1 games or PS2 games on like the PS5 store, like some sort of backwards compatibility, like that they can make money off of.
I mean, they also had the total travesty that was the PS1 Classic.
Yeah,
That-
they like picked all the wrong games, and they picked like PAL games that ran at like 50 hertz.
Yeah, it was awful.
Mine's still in the box.
Oh, I hacked mine immediately. I actually had one of my assistants go get it for me while I was at work. Hacked it while I was in the office, and then just hooked it up to one of my monitors and was playing it during the middle of the day. That's my story.
How much did you spend on it?
$20.
That's what I got mine at, $20.
That's why I had it, because it was at Target, which was like across the street from our office, and I was just like, "Yo, dude, can you go get me this thing? It's $20." And it was just insane. And then I put
Cam,
like,
you pay full
Infinite
price?
games. Who paid full price for it?
Kim, did you pay full price for it?
I didn't know.
Oh,
I never bought it.
Oh, you never bought it?
No, I saw it for 20. I was like, maybe I should get it, but I didn't get it.
I had it hooked up just until recently, so it's still right here. But oh, look, when we show each other things, we can see them when we're
Yeah, we
live.
can see it now.
We can see stuff when we're live. That's so what a fun, neat little addition to a live podcast.
I got a good show and tell thing during our what we've been doing. So
Oh, cool. We can
Yeah.
move on, unless you guys have any final thoughts about this PlayStation Store thing. Ooh, we've got a Vita. It's over there.
is that the OLED?
No, this is the Slim.
No. You and I have the OLED. He has the Slim. The OLED is superior.
I like the Slim. The OLED's chunky.
It's chonky boy. Guys, give you something to hold on to.
Yeah, it feels like you could actually hold it with normal hands.
I like a little thickness in my hands.
But I could like charge mine with like a micro USB.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
so
don't like
Yeah,
the
that's true.
proprietary charger of. I will give you that and only that.
The proprietary. Well, I'm assuming that one still uses a stupid Vita.
Yeah, they all
Memory,
use the
right?
memory
Yeah.
cards. Yeah, that's so dumb. All right,
Just-
moving on. I love this. I love being live. It's so great.
I know
Uh,
we usually take a break for like 10 seconds.
Nah, we haven't done that in like a month. Okay, moving on. We're going to talk about what we personally have been up to, and then we want to know what you guys have been up to as well. So make sure to be chatting along with this conversation, and we'll pick out your comments and talk to you. Yeah, weren't these pre-recorded before? Yes, all 75 of them were pre-recorded before. I think the first one might have been... No, that was just a Q&A,
The first
right?
one was
Yeah, that was
live.
just a Q&A.
Yeah.
But it was a
Yeah,
Q&A,
that's
it
true.
was an actual.
It wasn't like a real podcast, just Q&A. 10-second break, go. You know what we did for our 10-second break? We did this.
We just looked at our phones. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you
No, I
were
was
looking at your phone.
literally just doing nothing. And then we would stare at the waveform during the edit. This is behind the scenes goodness. And then that's where we knew how to cut. But now we don't really cut anymore. Secrets. All right. So I want to know what Cooltrainer Camilo's up to because his name is the first name in the alphabet.
Okay. I've been doing a lot of streaming. Doing a lot of shiny hunting, working on my like sword shiny playthrough. I've actually been playing through Phantom Hourglass, and that's been a lot of fun. It's like first time going through that.
How do you like the controls in Phantom Hourglass?
Some parts are like annoying, but I don't know. It's cool to like play through a Zelda game for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like hearing a lot of things that like it's like people's like least favorite Zelda. I don't think it's my least favorite so far, but
What's
there's
the other one on the DS?
Spirit Tracks. I hear that one's like a lot better, but yeah, there's just like a lot of like retreading of like the same area because like you go through different dungeons and you like collect time to put into your hourglass, and then you have to like keep repeating like the same dungeon over and over again.
Because you have
when you,
more
like-
time to get through that
Yeah.
like purple crap, right? Something like I played it for a little while. I kind of fell off of it.
Wait, wouldn't that have been in your franchise run?
Yeah, it was one of the ones that I did not do. Because I was just like, oh, cool. Like, I like enjoying video games. I'm going to put this one on the shelf. I also didn't finish one of the Oracle games because, I don't know.
I think the dialogue's pretty good. Like it has some humor in it.
Is Spirit Tracks the one where Zelda has like that cool suit of armor?
Yeah, she turns into like the spirit, and then she can like possess one of the phantoms, and like
That's cool.
you go through the dungeon controlling Link, and then the phantom as Zelda.
Is that where she gets that move from in Smash Bros?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Smash lore. Anything else? What do you uploaded a shiny reaction I saw maybe?
Yeah, some shiny reactions. I'm actually going to be working on a video on how to replace batteries in a GBA cartridge because I got to replace some of my batteries. So I'm looking forward to doing that video.
You got some dead save files?
They're not dead. It's just like when you load the game, they're like the battery's dead, like time events won't occur, whatever.
Does that affect berries growing?
It affects berries growing, and it basically makes it so like you can't like like soft reset for a shiny. It like messes with like the RNG and stuff.
Oh, that's annoying. Cool. Well, I look forward to watching that video. That sounds interesting and informative. John, your name comes next in the alphabet.
I
You
am.
wanna
Yeah,
share?
I guess I am next. All right, so I've been playing Mortal Kombat
On the Genesis?
because on the Genesis. No, on the PS5 because I watched the movie over the weekend and I thought it was really fun. I enjoyed the movie, so it got me hyped to re-download the game.
Mm-hmm.
And me being a dummy that I am, I re-downloaded the PS4 game
Mm-hmm.
or the PS4 version instead of the PS5 version. So I had to download the PS5 version after downloading. It's confusing. I feel like PlayStation has not gotten the upgrade system correct.
They have not. Smart delivery is definitely the way to go. But also, I would like to say that that's operator error. And
well,
because you know it's a
I went to my
you know it's a problem, and you did it.
But I went to like my library, right? And it just takes you to download. It doesn't say like PS4 or PS5. It just says download.
Yeah, but
right. But when was the last time you downloaded it?
on the PS4.
Oh,
I feel like it should automatically download the
it absolutely should.
the
You're
best
right.
version.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
I did it twice too because I did it for Tony Hawk as well because Tony Hawk just got a
What's
PS5
the upgrade for
upgrade.
Tony Hawk? Because I actually want to install that.
I think I think it's just higher resolutions, better FPS,
Sweet.
better load times. I will upgrade any game
For
for
better load
faster
times.
load times. Yeah.
We had some people roll in. Shadow King, what up? Dan, how's it going, dude? Welcome to podcast. And I think that was all the new people that walked in. What's new?
I think so. Yeah.
We're talking about what's new.
We're talking about.
talking about it. John, keep going.
Oh, I did have a show and tell. All right, not Pokemon cards. I could do that too, but I am going to show everybody that has a PS5. There's a mute button for the microphone
I saw your TikTok.
on the controller. You press that button, and then I don't have to hear horrible crackling when I'm playing Mortal Kombat Online.
Or like chipmunk speak.
Yeah. Because some games don't let you mute voice chat. Like Mortal Kombat is one of the games that doesn't let you mute voice chat.
Oh, dude, I've not gone online yet. I have
Wait,
done
can you do that at like a system level though? Like so you don't hear.
Can you? I thought
feel
it
like
was like I thought you could go to like you can make your own private like chat that they can't get into. I don't know.
maybe.
I feel like there's got to be a way, just overall, like your whole system to like not hear like voice chat.
Yeah, I would imagine
Maybe
that would be like in like a parental control thing, right? Because online interactions are not rated by the ESRB.
Does anybody that has a PS5 in the chat know if you could just mute everybody?
You just take your headphones off.
No, it comes through the controller.
The people's voices come through the controller on a PS5?
Yeah, there's a speaker in your controller.
It's not just like little Astrobots' feet going tick 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 tick.
No.
I really enjoy that.
No, there's
Can't you
no.
like mute, then can't you mute the controller?
I can't figure it out. I could not find a setting.
You also couldn't figure out how to download the proper version of your game.
That's true.
So I'm sort of feeling like there's a pattern here of just just not getting it.
I'm just gonna
I'm pretty
play
sure,
on
like,
Xbox because they
PS4,
made
you
it.
could, like mute all sounds coming out of the controller because like it had all like those beeps and stuff in certain games.
Xboxes are more boomer friendly.
Yeah, I'm going to Xbox because they made it for a simpleton like me.
Also, I feel like there's a story we actually should cover next week. I saw something about how like the title of the article was just Xbox is eating PlayStation's lunch or something, about how they like are using software in addition to hardware to like accelerate the power of the Series X, and it's like starting to like really trump the PS5. So I'm like, I wonder if that'll change anything for like big AAA third-party stuff. Because there's not any first-party games on the Xbox Series X.
Seventh Son just came in. He's a big Xbox fan. He could back me up on this.
That's true. I'm playing Xbox.
But yeah, so I've been playing Mortal Kombat. I've been kicking Pixel's butt.
Who do you main?
I main Noob, Cybot, and Scorpion.
Nice.
And I've been using Sub-Zero a little bit as well.
Very cool. Hey, Chelsea, what's up?
Actually, I had a lot of fun playing it, actually. It's a little different than my family-friendly streams.
Yeah.
You rip any hearts out and squish them?
I ripped people apart, though. The gore in that game is not. I don't think it's that. Like I don't see it.
It's horrendous. You are desensitized. What are you talking about?
It's their gimmick now. Like it's their gimmick.
No,
like it's more of a gimmick.
It can still be a
than
gimmick.
Anything.
It can still be a gimmick, but it's like, bro, you see everything. It is people getting filleted, bones
Spines
be
yanked out.
broken. Yeah, literally,
It's family friendly, okay?
I did a brutality the other day, and it literally uppercutted the dude's head out of his body, spinal cord still attached, and then that just laid next to the body, and the body falls over, and then
Hey.
blood squirts out of the neck.
Hey, you could do friendships. You know,
I
you don't
do
have
friendships.
you don't have to kill the person.
Actually, the friendship for Scorpion is actually super easy to pull off. It's like forward, back, B. And he literally just goes, "Get over here," and grabs a teddy bear and cuddles it. And
I feel like they made the fatalities and the friendships and the brutalities easier to execute, if you will.
Well, there are literal, like, you can just do one button to do them now.
Yeah, you can do you have to buy a token though.
Oh, you do? I
Yeah, I
thought
think
it
you need
was
a
like
token
at the
for that.
base level of the game, you can literally just say easy mode.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I thought you had to add a token.
Maybe.
I might be wrong.
I don't know. I'm not a baby noob, so I perform my fatalities by entering combos.
I always so last night I was playing, and whenever I was playing Pixel, I'd always, win. So every time I would check the move list. Well, I would check the move list every single time. I feel like that's a slap in the face when you actually pause the game, check the move list, and then try to do fatality.
How much, dude? The fatality timer is like 5 seconds long.
I know. I had to be quick.
That means you got to find the move, then you got to input it first, like on the first try. I mean,
I didn't get many. That was more of a dig at Pixel. That's all I wanted to do.
That's good. I appreciate that. You should always throw shade at the viewers. Oh, it was just more to insult Pixel. The one who showed up to the podcast to support us and hang out and have a good time. I just wanted to make sure he didn't feel welcome. Oh man. I saw Dan had a comment. It said, "I'll never buy another PlayStation until they fix their time bomb issue." And we sort of talked about that at the beginning of the podcast about how they just are, I mean, the PS1 doesn't have a time bomb issue.
What's the time? Oh, the battery thing?
Yeah, the battery.
So all of them do then, right?
Yeah, 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5.
But all right, so the PS3 has been out for 15 years. Has anybody?
Yeah.
I don't have PS3. Has anybody had this issue?
I think the batteries are supposed to last like 12 years. I have like the last model, so like my PS3 is only like 10 years old, I guess. Maybe even like 9. I got it like 2013. So I get, yeah, like once it dies, you'd have to get it repaired or like get the battery replaced. But it's just once you, if that happens, once like the servers are just completely gone for that system,
right?
Like even if you put a new battery in, like it still won't work.
So, well, Phil made a point. I don't think we talked about this on the show, but you made a point offline saying, as long as everything's forward compatible, it's not even that big of a deal. That you'll be in limbo for PS3, but like PS4 and on shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but like it's still like you bought the system.
Yeah, but technology is becoming increasingly more garbage. What is the word? Like,
didn't you just get a new PC?
Did I get I bought a bunch of new pieces for my PC.
No, don't you buy new PCs and don't use the old PCs, right?
I don't know. It's still kicking around here. I might use it for some video encoding or something. I don't know. I mean, but yeah, technology has like, it's a shelf life of like, 6 to 8 years, and then it just becomes no longer the like good tech. Like you need new tech. Like how long have I had my phone? I've only had my phone since like, what was it? November 2019, and I already feel like I need a new one. Yes, disposable. That's a word. I have a college degree, and I couldn't think of the word disposable. And nobody helped me except for Anth. So thank you, Anth. Yes, technology is becoming disposable, and I think consoles are going to start being disposable, starting with this generation, especially.
I think the concern more is like the PS3, because like you won't be able to have like a working PS3 at some point if the servers go off. But then
they didn't even build those things to work back in the day. Weren't they all breaking?
Yeah, but like
that whole generation, 360, PS3, all those things just freaking broke. That generation was the generation of broken consoles.
I don't know, it's just weird to think, even though like we'll probably have systems that can play these PS4 or 5 games, like they won't exist. Like there won't be a working one anymore at some point.
I don't know,
but not today.
Not today. I don't know. It's just. I think what's going to have to happen is we're going to have to reframe the way we think about consoles and games and get out of our boomer mindsets of going to Toys R Us and taking the little ticket of the Game Boy cartridge to the front and saying, I want a Game Boy I want a copy of Super Mario Land 6 Golden Coins. Shout out to Dan and his cross-stitch endeavor right now. I just think that's just going to be a way of the past. And eventually the games are just not going to be able to fit on discs anymore. We're going to be like using supercomputers that are on server farms. Like this is not going to be the way that we do things for the next 20 years.
I just think that I mean, the reason that Sony does this with the battery thing, it's so they can like authenticate your account that like you own these digital games that you purchased. I think what they should do is do like an end of life update for the system, because like they're not making money off the system anymore. If they shut the store down, the servers are off. Like that doesn't require you to connect to a server like once your battery dies or whatever, or authenticate your games. Like
right. I don't know. Isn't the disc though? That's what I don't get though. Isn't the disc the authentication? Like
this was the license.
When I like try to boot up Valhalla, it's just like, do you own this product on the store or insert your disc? And then I insert my disc and then it plays.
Yeah, that's only on the PS4.
I mean, personally for me, I'm going to be buying every console from now until the end of time. Like, I don't care. Like, if it lasts me 3 years, it lasts me 3 years. I'll buy the new one.
Yeah. I don't think I hear what Dan's saying about like if you buy crap, the companies are only get crappier and crappier. I mean, I think free market will decide, like, you know, people will buy the less crappy console. I mean, the one thing is that like the tribalism has to stop. Like I'm a Sony fanboy, I'm a Nintendo fanboy, I'm an Xbox fanboy. Like that has to stop first. And then people are going to, because those people will buy a product if it's not like the top quality product it could be, regardless, because they just love Sony or they love Nintendo. Like they'll buy a handheld Nintendo console that does 720p with a bunch of lag and all the Zelda games. Every Zelda game, Age of Calamity, Link's Awakening, and Breath of the Wild, all lag. And those are like the flagship games on the console. So it's just like, what are you going to do? Not buy it? You're just not going to buy it? You don't want to play Breath of the Wild? Like, I just think, you know, the technology will eventually catch up with itself. And I think some companies, they don't know how to transition. They've been making games since, like, Nintendo has been making card games since, like, when? Like
the 1800s or whatever.
The 1800s. Everyone's in a period of transition right now where technology is advancing so fast, and like it's just like we're moving away from this. Like this thing needs to be in my console, my home console next to my like television. Like that's just not a thing that we need anymore. We need, you know, internet infrastructure. So
I mean, I think the
server farms.
The issue with the PS3 is they didn't plan for that. Like they didn't. They didn't expect their system to last 20 plus years, you know? And they probably planned for the majority of people to not even touch it after year 5.
Year 5 of the PS3's life.
Yeah, because they're looking for something new. By the time year 5 comes out, a new iteration of PS3 is coming out.
Yeah, but they don't expect the people who are early adopters of the PS3 to buy a new version of the PS3.
Yeah.
I mean, they expected them to pay $600 at launch for it.
Yeah, but
Sony's in the business of making money.
The newer models for people who didn't have it, or maybe yours broke, you need a new one.
I'm trying to be devil's advocate here, you know. I think people who are still wanting to play PS3 on their PS3 15 years later are the vast minority. The majority have already moved on to newer consoles.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a fair point. Like the collectors of the world, like, yeah, it's a niche hobby to want to play a PS3 game on a PS3 in the year 2030. Like that is a niche person. That is not going to be like what the average consumer wants to do.
You also have to think about like we'll be coming up. I mean, like the PS3 is already like becoming retro.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'll come to the point where like young adults will be like nostalgic for like the PS3, like how I don't know, I guess like the GameCube is like really like expensive now. Everyone wants to buy GameCube.
Yeah.
So like in a few years, that might be like the hot thing. It's like PS3 360 games.
I don't know if that generation is ever going to be collectible. I really don't.
But we went through it, right? Like
What do you mean?
Our retro is, you know, back in the 90s.
I don't know though, because you go through waves of like, you know, the first console I ever bought with my own money was the GameCube, so I am nostalgic for that because like, you know, I ended up buying it with my own money and then got to college and sold it all, and now I want it all back. So I am nostalgic for GameCube, and I also just think GameCube is like a really, really good console. Definitely has the best Mario platforming game on it.
We shouldn't go there.
Why not? Sunshine is king.
There are people here that I know agree with me in the chat. They'll be afraid to.
It's pretty
niche,
so screw. Hang on, I'm gonna address Dan's comment. It's pretty niche, so screw them. Yes, if you can't make $1 billion off of 100 people, and you can make $1 billion off of 10 million people, then yeah, a major corporation named Sony, who has its hands in movies and film and video games, they're gonna say screw them because it doesn't help their bottom line. It's a company. It's not your friend. They don't care about your hobby.
Oh boy, Phil, what have you been doing?
I have been playing. I bought a new arcade stick because I also am playing Mortal Kombat 11. I got it, and I wasn't sure if I was going to watch the movie, and I ended up watching the movie, and I liked it. I've heard a lot of, like, negative stuff about the movie. They're like, I heard one person was like, well, there wasn't a tournament. And I'm like, okay, then play the game and play the tournament.
We were watching it, and I'm like, we're like an hour and 20 minutes in, and we're like, I don't think there's going to be a tournament.
No. Bad guy says in the first 10 minutes of the movie, oh, we're not going to do a tournament. We're just going to attack them. Let's kill all their champions. And that's the premise of the movie. And then people were all mad when the 2 hours were up. Like, what? That's what the bad guy said? That's what he was going to do, and that's what the whole movie was about? And he explained it to you.
Spoilers for Mortal Kombat. There's no tournament. But that's
not a spoiler. It happens in the first 10 minutes. Other things that I've been playing.
Who do you mean? I gotta know. Who do you mean?
Scorpion.
Scorpion. Okay.
Scorpion is an awesome all-around character. I've played Mortal
agree.
Kombat in the past, and like, you know, some of his moves are the same, so like it's kind of easy to jump back in. The last fighting game I played a lot was Injustice 2, and Injustice 2 is also made by NetherRealm, so like I kind of felt like I was jumping right back in to like that same
Scorpion's in that game, I think.
What's that?
Scorpion's in that game, I think.
It's Sub-Zero and Raiden.
Oh, okay.
But
the Scorpion was in the first one. I'm pretty sure he was in one of them.
The
whatever.
First Injustice? Possibly, yeah. I don't remember. I do have that one though, also. But I played a lot of it. I loved playing as Damian Wayne. But I highly recommend picking up Mortal Kombat. I don't know how much it costs on like consoles.
$30
for everything.
For the Ultimate Edition is $30 right now. It's on sale.
Nice. So pick that up. That's a really good deal because that's Combat Pack 1, 3 characters. There's like an extra story called Aftermath, and then there's a Combat Pack 2 with like 3 other characters. And if you're a boomer like me, it's like Rambo, RoboCop, Terminator, like a bunch of awesome characters from sick movies from like the 80s and 90s, which I was loving. And let's see, Mortal Kombat. I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles on stream. I'm not sure if we're gonna finish that game on stream. Yeah, I don't really know. I kind of have been taking the week to just kind of chill, play games for fun. I always like to do every once in a while. I like to play games for fun and sort of just reevaluate like my content strategy. And yeah, that's what I've been up to. Playing a little bit of Valhalla just for fun. It's kind of hard to do though, because you know the games need to be inherently fun to have fun playing them.
It's like D tier God of War.
It really is. I was like, why did I pick it up? I can't remember. I don't know. I was just like, I was just feeling it, and I was like, I'm gonna put this in and like give it a shot again. And it's just like, there's like the stealth element is like totally broken, and you're just like not an assassin anymore. And I've played like all the other ones. I'm just like, God.
Have you been an assassin for?
Dude, you were.
I feel like
you could assassinate in the Egypt one. I like the Egypt one a lot. I think that one was really, really good.
Yeah, in the is it Roman or Greek? No, Greek.
Greek.
In the Greek one, you're not an assassin.
No,
you're just a.
But yeah, I've been enjoying playing it on. What do I have that on? Series X. I've been enjoying playing it on Series X because it just looks dope. And it's just really enjoyable. But yeah, what else? Monster Hunter Rise is still in rotation. Really, really good game.
There's an update coming out.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I think this week.
I'm excited for that. But yeah, for the most part, just Mortal Kombat, really. Just trying to get, like, because, like, to be competitive at that game, you need to learn your characters. You need to learn your matchups. You need to learn other characters. Like, you have to learn. It's like, you have to go to Mortal Kombat school.
It's not like, I feel like it's, I think we were talking about, I was actually streaming this last night, and we were talking about how it might be it's probably more complicated than, Smash Bros.
Yeah.
I might get flamed on that one, but
I don't know. I mean, the fighting games are complicated for different reasons. There's like other things. There's like a lot of meta to Smash that like people just don't know, and they just like run around and smash each other. But yeah, I mean, you can win a fighting game by just smashing a bunch of buttons, but like you really don't master it, and I don't feel good about victories unless I'm actually like, okay, I did like a forward punch, back kick, like into a special move, into a combo, into a get over here, into a teleport.
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing, like if I actually know what I'm doing and I'm actually kicking someone's ass, like that's when I feel good in a Mortal Kombat game. And then of course doing the friendship at the end. Never a fatality. Always a friendship.
You always got to show mercy first, and then you do friendship.
Friendship. I
Just
gotta see
Leo,
whatever.
do not buy it on Switch. Do not buy that game on Switch. Please, for the love of God, do not buy it.
Yeah, buy it on anything else. Buy it on next gen. Play it on 4K at 60 frames.
But it runs in like 30 FPS at like sub 720p. I don't even know what it is.
In my humble opinion, in modern day, you cannot play a fighting game in less than 60 frames. Because frame data matters.
They don't let you crossplay on Switch.
You just get bodied.
Yeah, you get bodied.
Because like literally people would be like attack canceling before you could even see that you're like they're punching you. Like you would just get so wrecked by anybody who knows how to play that game.
But I guess if you really want to, I should not deter people from buying things. But
yeah, or if you just have zero interest in playing that game like competitively, I almost said and want to win. Like if you don't care about losing, yeah, but on Switch. No, if you don't really care about like fighting games competitively, you just kind of want to play them because you think they're cool, and you have a Switch and that's where you play, just get it, man. Have fun. But it's of all the Switch ports, I think people were saying that like it's kind of iffy. It's not the best. So really, that's kind of it. I'm just trying to enjoy myself. I'm working on me right now. I think that's really important. Everybody's got to take time to work on them and really see, what their goals are and stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing. That's why I haven't been live for a week, and we're doing the podcast live because my computer. Oh, also my computer was broken for like a week. It's another reason why like I haven't really been doing much. Anyways, that's me. I'm rambling. So let's open it up to the audience, to the viewers. How are you guys doing? What's up? What have you thought about all of the things that I've said, all the hot takes that John has been saying, and just really all the flaming remarks that Cooltrainer Camilo has been making about all of the stuff we've talked about tonight?
There was a whole, 10 comments of people just going back and forth about Sunshine.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
How wrong were they?
Pixel's right. Pixel's the correct one.
Oh, so he said
it's buggy, unfinished, great. Controls are slippy, voice acting is an education movie tier. The glitches are a book long.
2002, right?
Yeah, they could have fixed it though.
Wait, Pixel says, "Oh yeah," and Phil, I will never agree with any of your opinions since Xenoblade 2. I don't think anything's really inherently wrong with Xenoblade 2 except for the ending is stupid and there are HM moves in it, and I'm sorry, this is not a game from the 90s. I don't need to be arbitrarily held back because I don't know a move to climb up a vine from here to here to progress my story. To go from here to here, I had to play for 2 hours of doing nothingness. I had to go buy, I might have said this in the last podcast. I had to go buy a board game and put it in my satchel so that my little blade would love me more. And because my blade loved me more, then I could climb a vine from here to here. And that's how I beat the game. And that is side questy, auxiliary baloney that should not prevent me from going from beginning of game, killing end boss. Obnoxious. Anyway.
I feel like from now on, like every game should just let you do, like if you want to try to fight the final boss right away, you should just be able to do it. Breath of Wild it.
I think that works for some like more narrative-driven games.
It's called character development or something. I don't know. All I have to say to that is that I worked in the film industry for 12 years and have a degree in film, television, and media studies and took many screenwriting classes. And I know all about character development. And that's some anime character development and not necessarily something that I love. But it's great for other people. And character development is not what happened at the end of that game. That's not character development. That's just a dumb, stupid idea.
Who's getting Pokemon Snap on Friday?
Me.
I'm not. Is that a hot take? I feel like when I talked to you guys about this before the podcast, I said I'm not getting it.
I feel like you were like hype about it.
Well, because I was thinking about playing it with Cat, but like we still haven't beaten Little Big. We haven't beat Little Big Planet yet, or whatever. Sack
Boy.
Big Sack, or whatever it's called.
No, I mean that game is definitely feeding on nostalgia, but I am excited for like the new like a lot has changed since Pokemon Snap came out, and like now like we're more like focused on like social media and like editing pictures and filters, and there's there's gonna be like a lot more things to do besides.
Are you gonna get the printer? You guys see the printer?
Oh, is there a printer for it?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I just?
How much is it?
It's $100.
$100. Oh my goodness. Why? Yeah. Why don't I just save it to my Switch?
Yeah.
And
Take
then
your SD
if I want to
card
print it,
CVS and then print it.
Didn't get Valhalla after Odyssey Syndicate. When we put Syndicate in the same of Odyssey and Unity, I feel like Syndicate was like on its own.
Wait, which one was the London one? Because I actually think
That's Syndicate.
That one's good.
Syndicate.
I think Unity sucked. Syndicate was good. Odyssey, I didn't finish. I thought it was just so much of the same, and then also a lot of stuff. I feel like it was like it was an open world game that was level gated everywhere, and I'm like, okay, like fun. I can't go over here. Like what? This like discouraged exploration is like kind of annoying. You can't like level gate in a game like that. But John likes wasting money every few years. He likes every.
Jeez, are you kidding me?
Every few hours.
Hold on.
Black Flag was dope, but that game came out like 15 years ago.
I got all these Pokemon cards.
Show and tell.
You think they're cheap?
No. You should sell them while people still like Pokemon cards. That's my professional opinion about what you're doing with your money right now. Sell them while it's hot. Get out. Get out on top.
Charizard.
You just
Once I get the Charizard.
Dude, bro, just buy one on eBay and get it over with.
No, it's not the same.
I'm going to buy one on eBay. I'm going to like somehow super glue it into like a pack for you. I'm going to mail you the pack. Be like, look, man, I bought this pack. I really hope you find your Charizard. And then you're going to open it.
I get that mentality of like you want to pull the card yourself because it's like Pokemon.
It's like the shiny.
Yeah, but that's way more expensive doing that than just trying to play your game and get a shiny.
Yeah, that's not just your time. I mean, it is your time because you're using your time to earn that money.
If you value your time, right? The hours it takes you to pull or find that shiny. You will probably have spent more time.
The most rare cards are Tupi and Wigu. It's true. Single print.
If you use the cards for content, you could deduct them as a business expense.
Sure. Does it matter that the content's bad?
I think we hit our 60-minute mark.
Hey, there we go. We can end on a more positive note than that. Do we have any more final thoughts from the viewers? Do we pick anything else that we missed? Want to pick anything out?
I bought Black Flag on the Switch, so I'm good forever.
Allegedly. What do I have Black Flag on? I have it on Xbox, so I'm good forever.
That is actually true.
I have the entire Assassin's Creed collection from 1 to Valhalla on Xbox. There's a pretty cool picture on my Instagram about it. You guys should follow me on Instagram. I post every day. John refuses to play Fall Guys. Oh my god. I'll only read that pixel because you typed it like 6,000 times. Hey, John. Hey, you should play Fall Guys with Pixel sometime.
I said I'll play it again when it comes to the Switch.
It's coming to Switch.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. It's coming summer.
I'm
saying I said that on stream that I would play it again when it comes to Switch.
I'm gonna be too busy playing Mario Golf this summer. That's all I'm gonna be playing. Oh, you know what? I'm also playing PGA Tour 2K21 offline. I play it with my real life friend here in LA, and then I also play it with my dad. I bought him a copy of it because my dad was recently retired, and I was like, "Hey, you know what would take up a lot of your time? Xbox." And I sent him a copy of PGA Tour 2K21, and he's better than me now. And I'm just like, holy crap. Phil spitting facts. That's what I do. PGA Tour games are still a thing? Yeah. They weren't for a hot minute. Like the Tiger Woods thing, they lost the license to it or something. And then like the golf club got the license to PGA Tour, and now 2K Games is buying it out. I don't know. Nobody cares about this. Only I care about this. Also, Show of Feet, who has seen the new Mortal Kombat movie?
Show of Feet? Oh, can I gotta be careful. I show my legs.
I've seen it.
There you go.
I've seen the new Mortal Kombat movie. And I thought it was fine. We sort of talked about it at the beginning. Hot damn! Showing feet at the end. All right, and on that very sensual note, I think I'm going to draw the podcast to a close, okay? Whenever you show feet, I think that's the time that you got to exit. All right, I want to from the very, very bottom of my heart, with all sincerity, I want to thank everyone who showed up to the live podcast today. It was pretty fun having you guys along with us for the discussion. So I'm going to rattle off a bunch of names really fast. Dylan, Pixel, Chelsea, Shadow, Anth, Leo. We've got Shadow King, Dan, and you are the only people I see right now. Christina was here. You're the only people I see. I'm not scrolling up any further than that. Everybody else who showed up, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget that you can watch or listen to the entire podcast on your platform of choice, except for this episode. This is not going to have an audio version because it was live only, a special edition. Including subscribing to the video version, which you're currently watching here on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, guys. We are cranking out these every single week, talking about hot takes. Follow our Twitter and our Instagram. Both are at the GamePackYT. Thanks again. Take care, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.
As long as Phil works.
Well, my computer works?
Bye-bye. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, if he doesn't...
If
it records.
You trying to fight right now? We're still on the air.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You try to swing, bro?
I usually just go bye-bye.
Bye-bye. No, I like this. I like this just total breakdown of the show live on the air. All right, we're leaving now. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.